of the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, Hyderabad. Through his glorious 54 years of service to Shri Radha Madan Mohan and his Guru Maharaj, he has printed 55 lakhs of books, out of which 15 lakhs of Bhagavad Gita, spanning 16 titles. So, our Gurudev Prabhu was speaking about discipline, dedication and commitment. Consistency. So, all these three features, we find them in its true sense in this devotee. He is none other than His Grace Anandai Prabhu. For the first time, unfortunately, he is not amongst us, but I am sure his dedication and devotion towards his service and to his spiritual master and to Shri Radha Madan Mohan can never be forgotten in the annals of Shri Radha Madan Mohan Mandir. Now, we are just having a small video clipping of His Grace Anandai Prabhu.
Krishna Bhastaya Bhutale, Srivate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Chinamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi, Yoravani Pachalini, Nirvesesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Niratana. On this most auspicious occasion of Srila Prabhupada's appearance, as we have Puja, we feel ourselves very insignificant to speak anything in praise of Srila Prabhupada. Sometimes Srila Prabhupada was asked about his own spiritual master. They wanted to know something about Bhaktisnata Saraswati Thakur. So Prabhupada was very humble and he was not ready to glorify his own spiritual master, even though he could have done it very well also. But he simply said, "Oh, my spiritual master is a Vaikuntha man." What to say about the Vaikuntha man?
Speak anything.
How can you describe? We are here in the material world.
Sometimes Srila Prabhupada was asked about his own spiritual master.
Life.
They wanted to know
in so many ways,
about Bhaktisnata Saraswati Thakur.
We cannot describe actually
was
a Vaikuntha man.
Very
how to glorify.
And he was
so similarly,
not
our spiritual master, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, is also certainly a Vaikuntha man. The Shakti Vaysa avatar
my spiritual master,
having come down from the spiritual side,
what to say about the Vaikuntha man?
Taken up the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
We are here in the material world.
So how is it possible?
We are struggling with our,
especially for me, a very insignificant, a very small mosquito, or even less than that.
We cannot describe
to attend to glorify Srila Prabhupada.
How to glorify.
So I have not planned anything.
So similarly,
I simply offer my humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada
A.C.
and
Bhaktivedanta
I'm
Swami
humbly
Srila Prabhupada
begging
is
from
also
Srila
certainly a
Prabhupada
Vaikuntha man,
to give me
the Sakya Vaisha
a little
avatar
strength,
of Lord,
whatever is
having come
possible,
down from the
to
spiritual
do
sky
some seva,
and
which is the
taken up
soul
the
of
mission
Chaitanya.
of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So in the old age,
So how is it
we are
possible,
thinking that now what can I
especially
do?
for me, a
I can
very
only think
insignificant, a very
chanting
small
Hare Krishna,
mosquito,
taking
or even less than that,
and
to
wait
attempt
for the
to
next.
glorify Srila Prabhupada?
As Achyutananda Swami was telling
So I have
in
not
his
planned
lectures, what is
anything.
death?
I simply offer my humble
Death is
obeisances to
very
Srila
simple.
Prabhupada,
You
and I'm
occupy one
humbly
room,
begging
and
from
death
Srila
is
Prabhupada
just stepping
give
on
me
the adjacent room.
a little strength,
So,
whatever is possible,
considering
to do
this
some
moment
seva,
of death,
which is the life and soul
we
of
have
the
to
disciple.
concentrate
So
our
in the
mind
old age,
on the lotus
we are
feet
thinking
of the
that now
spiritual
what can I
master
do? I can
and
only
of the
think chanting
deity
Hare
Sri
Krishna,
Sri
taking
Radha
some
Madan
prasadam,
Mohan. Not much
and
more we can
wait
do
for the
at
next.
this time.
As
I have
Achyutananda
some
Swami was telling
thoughts about
in his lectures, what is death?
what you told
Death
in your
is very
lectures
simple. You
regarding,
occupy one room,
for instance,
and
Sampat
death
Kumar
is just
Bhattacharya
stepping on the
was very much
adjacent room.
appreciated by Srila Prabhupada, as Prabhupada told us that
Considering
these are genuine
this
brahmanas,
moment of death,
because sometimes
we
we
have
think
to
that in the
concentrate
Kali Yuga, where are
our
the
mind
brahmanas?
on the
But
lotus
Prabhupada
feet
told us these are
of the
genuine
spiritual
brahmanas.
master and of the
Sri Sampat
deity
Kumar
Sri
Bhattacharya
Radha Madan
had
Mohan.
a great appreciation
Not much more
for
we
Srila
can do at
Prabhupada
this time.
and his mission.
I have some
And he was
thoughts
also invited
about
to inaugurate
what you
the Bombay
told
Temple
in your lectures,
sometime later, in
regarding,
1977, I think.
for instance,
And,
Sampat Kumar Bhattacharya was very much appreciated by
Sampat
Srila
Kumar
Prabhupada,
Bhattacharya had noticed
as
that
Prabhupada
in
told
the
us
Bombay
that
Temple as well as
these
in
are
the
genuine
Vrindavan Temple,
brahmanas.
they had
Because
installed a
sometimes
murti
we think that
of Srila
in the Kali
Prabhupada.
Yuga, where are the brahmanas? But Prabhupada
He was
told
very
us
much
these are
concerned
genuine
with this,
brahmanas.
because according to the teachings of the Sri
Sri Sampat Kumar
Sampradaya,
Bhattacharya
it is not
had a great
recommended
appreciation
to
for Srila
install the
Prabhupada
deity
and
of
his
the
mission.
Acharya while still living.
And he was also invited
After
to
he passed away,
inaugurate the
then you can
Bombay
have his
Temple
murti and can be worshipped.
sometime later,
But not during
in
his living.
1977, I think.
So
And,
when Sampat Kumar Bhattacharya saw that the murti of Srila Prabhupada
Sampat Kumar
had been installed
Bhattacharya
in
had
the Bombay
noticed
and
that in the Bombay
Vrindavan,
Temple as well as in the
became
Vrindavan
concerned,
Temple,
and
they
he
had installed
went
a
to
murti
Bombay, met Srila
of Srila
Prabhupada and told
Prabhupada.
him that, oh,
He was very
I'm
much
very much
concerned
concerned
with
with
this,
this.
because according to
And
the teachings
what
of the
happens
Sri
is that
Sampradaya,
people are coming to the
it
temple
is not recommended to install the deity of the Acharya while still living. After he passed away, then you can have his murti and can be worshipped, but not during his living. So when Sampat Kumar Bhattacharya saw that the murti of Srila Prabhupada had been installed in the Bombay and Vrindavan, he became concerned, and he went to Bombay, met Srila Prabhupada and told him that, oh, I'm very much concerned with this. And what happens is that people are coming to the temple and they offer obeisances to the deity, your own deity in the temple, and they'll touch your feet also. In this way, they will simply give their sinful papa karma, and you will have to take the reaction for that. So in our Sampradaya, we never install the deity of the Acharya before he's passing away, for that reason. Srila Prabhupada listened to this, and in a very grave voice, he could acknowledge the argument of Sampat Kumar Bhattacharya was actually a valid argument. But Prabhupada told in answer to this that I have come for that purpose. To take away all the papa karma of the people who may be coming to the temple. Yes, I accept that. I will not go against it. This is my mission. I have come for that. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Pardon? Ah. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Then another topic in your lecture, I'd like to comment a little bit also. I felt inspiration from your lecture. Srila Prabhupada instructed some of his disciples, especially Patitudharan. Patitudharan Prabhu was a very senior disciple. He had two names, Patit Pavan, Patitudharan. From the beginning of his initiation, it was not decided whether his name was one or the other. So he had two names. Sometimes he's called Patit Pavan, sometimes Patitudharan, referring to the same disciple. Very nice American disciple. I think took Diksha in 67 or something like that. Very senior. And very intelligent, very well-behaved and so on, many qualities. So Prabhupada told him, you go throughout India, you meet all the important sannyasis and matadipatis, and you gather some appreciation from all of them. So at that time, Patitudharan did this in a very devotional manner, systematically went to all the important ashrams in India, including the Sankaracharya ashrams, Mayavadi's ashrams, and other Vaishnava ashrams, and collected many of such appreciations. And they had been published at that time in one book, published by BBT. But now I don't see this book anymore. Prabhupada wanted that this appreciation should be printed in every one of his books as an introduction to the book. So I remember some of these appreciations. The most important Pandit in Udupi in the 20th century, he was the #1 Pandit. His name is Swami Vidyamanya Tirtha Swami. Patitudharan went to him and requested him to give appreciation about Srila Prabhupada and his mission. Especially, these appreciations were necessary so that the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, especially Western disciples, should be allowed in all the temples. Because in many temples, they were not allowed, including in Srirangam or Tiruvananthapuram, or of course in Jagannath Puri. In many such temples, the Western disciples were not allowed because apparently they are not bona fide Hindus. So that was one of the objectives also of gathering these appreciation letters. And His Holiness Vidyamanya Tirtha Swami he gave a very nice appreciation. In his appreciation, he mentions that Srila Prabhupada is expert medical shop owner. You know, these pharmaceutical shops, medical shops. So Prabhupada is very, very expert in managing a medical shop, selling all types of medicines for sick patients. And then he wrote, why? Because people are coming to that shop and they are telling the shop owner, I have cough, I'm coughing, please give me some medicine. So the shop owner will ask the customer that what kind of cough? Is it a dry cough? Is it a wet cough? Huh? What kind of cough? Please describe how your coughing is going on, because we have hundreds of medicines. So the customer who is visiting that medical shop will tell, describing exactly what kind of cough. It is not from cold, it is just some irritation. I'm coughing, like I'm drinking water, coughing. So the medical shop owner, very expert, he will tell, oh, I have that medicine. He goes and takes that one medicine. You take this, within 1 week you will be cured. So Vidyavanya Tirtha Swami said, this is the quality of Srila Prabhupada. He knew the exact medicine to cure the disease of the Western people. Nobody else could do that. Even among the Gaudiya Math sannyasis, some of them went on the order of their Guru Maharaj, but they could not do. They had some meeting with some intellectuals in London, but that was not fruitful. So that's why this head of the mat, he was praising Prabhupada in this manner, in a very humorous manner, but a very accurate and very exact manner, that Prabhupada is the ideal, you can say ideal doctor or ideal medical shop owner, to give the accurate medicine. What is that medicine? Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Before Srila Prabhupada went to America, he met his very good friend in Vrindavan, Mr. O.B.L. Kapoor, Adi Keshavar Das, a disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So O.B.L. Kapoor was a very learned professor, I think from Allahabad University. And they were very good friends. And so O.B.L. Kapoor, Adi Keshavar Prabhu, he told Prabhupada, now you are going to America. I'm very much anxious to know about the result of your mission there. I want to know how you are going to do that. And when you come back from America, anytime in the future when we come back, please come again to Vrindavan, you meet me. I want to see you. I'll be very much eager to see you. So when Prabhupada came back to India, I think that was 1967. So at that time, Srila Prabhupada met again O.B.L. Kapoor, and Prabhupada told him about the success of his mission, how the mission had developed from New York and the western side of America. So many young people are joining the society and so on. It's a great success, Prabhupada explained to his god brother. And O.B.L. Kapoor then asked a question, what is the secret of your mission? I want to know, please tell me, what is the secret? This is what I want to know. And Srila Prabhupada told him, the secret, just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Sankirtan, nothing else. That is the only secret. I've established going every day in the street and chanting Hare Krishna in the street, in the public gardens. And this is what the movement picked up. And that is the success of the movement. There is no other solution. That is the only medicine. And just to give an example of this, I don't want to speak too much, but I would like to convey that when Srila Prabhupada took sannyas ashram in 1957, he went to the ashram of his godbrother, Kesav Maharaj, in Mathura. And at that time, another candidate also for sannyas was also there. And some other disciples were there, about a dozen, were in the mat of Kesav Maharaj. And they were having a kirtan. At the same time, the Agni preparation for the ceremony was going on, and some brahmanas were chanting mantras for this sannyas initiation ceremony. So there were two groups, the brahmanas chanting their Vedic mantras, and also some other disciples and devotees having a kirtan with mridanga kartals chanting Hare Krishna. And they are two in the same room. And the Narayan Maharaj was there also. So he was also one of the managers on this ashram. And he told the Sankirtan party, please stop. Why don't you see what the chanting is going on? These brahmanas are chanting Vedic mantras. Why you are disturbing? Please stop the kirtan. So they stopped the kirtan. And Prabhupada saw that, and he was not in favor. He could understand. And he told the kirtan party, you go on with the kirtan. Why you are stopping? Go on with the kirtan. So Prabhupada gave more importance to the kirtan rather than the Vedic mantras. And this also in Hyderabad and in Vrindavan, Brahmanas also had come to chant Vedic mantras. That was appreciated. But at the same time, kirtan was going on. And what was the main medicine to establish the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I don't want to speak more because I think time is over. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So on this auspicious occasion, we beg, we pray to Srila Prabhupada that we should always chant Hare Krishna 24 hours daily. If it is not possible, at least Prabhupada told us to chant 64 rounds daily. So some devotees at that time in New York, at the beginning, they were telling Prabhupada, how is it possible, Prabhupada, 64? At least 32, or 32 also, or 32 is very difficult, Prabhupada. At least 25, or no, 25 also is very difficult. At the very least, not less than 16 rounds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. So we humbly beg Srila Prabhupada to give us the spiritual strength to chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra daily with a good concentration. Not like that. Not with the aim of finishing the 16 verse compulsory duty of the disciple. No. With their heart and soul, chanting Hare Krishna seriously.
Call upon His grace. Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education and Mayapur Institute of Higher Education, apart from taking so many important services, we welcome His Grace Atul Krishna Prabhu to share his thoughts. Hare Krishna.
Mantra Guru Ajota Shikha Guru Ganta Charane Yage Kariya Bandhan Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shamade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shandavadi Pashtata Desha Tarane. In 1922, Ultadanga Road, Srila Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur recognized your qualifications and mentioned upon first seeing you that you're an educated young man. Why don't you preach Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message in English language throughout the entire world? So from the very first meeting, your objective, your mission in life was clearly given to you by Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. About 10 years later, you had the fortune of seeing again Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur on the Vrindavan Parikrama. You spent one evening and heard his lecture. And then some months later, after participating and contributing to the establishment of the Rupa Gaudiya Math in Prayag, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur came, opened the temple, and when Otulananda Brahmachari mentioned to Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that Abhay Babu also is interested in taking initiation, then Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he appreciated you. Yes, I have marked him. He likes to hear. He doesn't go away. In 1935 in Mumbai, you were offering your homage to Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, writing English poetry, fulfilling his order to preach in English. And the couplet, absolute is sentient, thou hast proved, impersonal calamity, thou hast moved, was very much appreciated by Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And on several occasions he shared it with senior disciples and other dignitaries in expressing how much he appreciated your ability to preach in English. At that time, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he instructed the editor of the Harmonist magazine, which is your regular English periodical, that whatever he writes, publish it. After participating and helping to develop the Gaudiya Math in Mumbai in 1935, Bhakti Sharanga Swami, he suggested to Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur that Bhaktivedanta Prabhu should be the president of the Mumbai Center. And at that time, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur replied that no, it is better that he remains outside your company. When the time comes, he will do everything himself. Receiving your final instructions from Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in 1936 in a letter that he wrote in response to your questions about how you could serve him, he wrote that, I am fully confident that you can explain in English our thoughts and arguments to the people who are not conversant with the languages and other members. I have every hope that you can turn yourself into a very good English preacher if you serve the mission to inculcate the novel impression of Lord Chaitanya's teachings to the people in general, as well as philosophers and religionists. Taking up the mission and the order of Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you began English writing in 1939, working on the introduction to Gita Upanishad. And in Kolkata, at your godbrothers, appreciating your English, your eloquence and ability to preach in English language, they offered you the title of Bhakti Vedanta, which you graciously accepted. In 1944, in Sita Kanta Banerjee Lane, Kolkata, sitting in the front room, you had your business next door, and your family was there, and then you began, even in the time of the Second World War, you began Back to Godhead magazine, which is a fortnightly periodical in English language. And actually you had to convince the government officers to provide the paper because of the war. They were restricting the paper, and by your writing to them and your in English, you're able to convince them to provide you the paper for publishing Back to Godhead magazine. Subsequently, from the years 1947 to 1951, you extensively preaching in English, writing to various officials and dignitaries in India and abroad. You wrote to the governor of West Bengal, all English letters, the governor of West Bengal, the commissioner of the Raja World Federation, the assistant secretary to the Minister of Education, Government of India, the chairman of the Rehabilitation Committee, Government of India, Mr. Ashtana High Court Advocate, Mahatma Gandhi Ji, the director of the Mahatma Gandhi Ji National Fund, the World Pacifist Committee, the President of India, the Minister of Education of the Government of India, the India Congress for Cultural Freedom, All Religious Conference in Bombay, Daniel Bailey, the America ambassador in New Delhi, and you even wrote to the Ford Federation in Detroit. Your undaunting, your incomparable determination to fulfill the order that Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave you to preach in English is incomparable. And Prabhupada was not encouraged or supported by God brothers. He was simply on his own, but such incomparable determination and commitment to fulfill the order of his spiritual master. After taking sannyas, you were residing in Delhi, Chippiwada in 1960. Your first English publication. Easy Journey to Other Planets. The first book I read of Srila Prabhupada. And then subsequently, you carried on compiling the Srimad Bhagavatam first canon. You personally translated. You personally published, arranging the publishing, arranging the binding, and then taking the books and personally selling them on the streets of Delhi and in Mumbai. And gradually you were able to publish the 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam, which you took with you on the Jaladuta and arrived in America and began your world preaching mission. And then, as we know, within a short period of time, within 12 years, you were able to fulfill the orders of Sri Chaitanya, the prediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Priti Bidyache Joto Nogodadi Gram Shabhaktara Procha Hobiamonam, which was an incomparable achievement, which no one in the past could do and no one in the future will ever be able to repeat. In 1974, in Melbourne, Australia, after installing the deities of Sri Nitai Gaur Chanda, sitting on the Vaysa, you said that the people of Melbourne, Australia, have become fortunate because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared here. So Srila Prabhupada, today it is my great honor to be able to be present in your beloved temple of Sri Radha Madan Mohan, which you personally established, in the association of your loving devotees to glorify you on this most auspicious occasion. Nitaya Charana Sata Tahara Sheboka Nitto. Srila Prabhupada is the exalted Mahabhagavat Vaishnava, and his servants and followers are also exalted. And it is my great honor to be able to glorify the extraordinary achievements of Srila Prabhupada as a recipient and a benefactor of his English preaching on this auspicious day. I thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for giving me the opportunity to engage in your mission for the last 40 years, and I pray for the benediction on this day in this exalted assembly, that my remaining days I can also serve in your mission in the association of your loving followers. His Divine Grace, ISKCON Pratishtata Acharya A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Shubha Vyasa Puja Mahamahotsav Ki.
His Grace Atul Krishna Prabhu ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Now, initially, while speaking about the agenda, we spoke that, we discussed that one prestigious project is going to be launched today, the details of which shall be shared by His Grace Varada Krishna Prabhu. May I call upon His Grace Varada Krishna Prabhu onto the stage. All the HTMCs. His Grace Radhesham Prabhu.
ओम ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं। हरे कृष्णा. Can I have your attention, please? This is a very important announcement. The coming year will be celebrated. The coming year will be celebrated as the Golden Jubilee anniversary year of the inauguration of Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Temple. So, this is a very historic opportunity that we are all there here during our lifetime. We did not see Srila Prabhupada, we did not have his darshan, we did not meet Srila Prabhupada. Of course, we have met him through his books, through his disciples like Anandai Prabhu, who's just passed away, and Gurudev Prabhu, and many others like that. But we know Prabhupada also through his books, through his instructions, and through his ISKCON society. And we also know Prabhupada because we are taken shelter of Srila Prabhupada and the deities of Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, and Sri Sri Gaur Nithai. We have taken their shelter. We are executing our devotional service under their care and protection. 50th anniversary is called Golden Jubilee Anniversary. It's very, very special. So we have been thinking for a long time how to celebrate this 50th anniversary. So after discussing with several of our leaders and for a long time, we have come up with a plan, a very big, ambitious plan. Because Prabhupada, everything about Srila Prabhupada is big, magnificent, magnanimous, glorious, and Himalayan in stature and value. What Prabhupada has given us, we cannot measure in terms of gold or silver or diamonds or anything. It's so valuable. So the devotees of Sri Radha Madan Mohan temple community here have made a simple resolution, Sankalpa. We are launching that today, that what you see here, this old the old guest house building and the Goshala and the Gems building, we want to combine all three of them and make a new building.
Hare Krishna. I wanted to share something in this regard because I hail from Juhu, Srila Prabhupada's office, Mumbai. Srila Prabhupada, before moving to his quarters in Juhu, all of you have seen Srila Prabhupada's quarters in Mumbai? How many of you seen that? So before that quarters was built, Srila Prabhupada had his quarters in one of the tenant buildings. So in 2003, when we were demolishing all those buildings and we were trying to build a heaven on the earth project, which Srila Prabhupada had actually dreamed about. So I was a brahmachari in the temple and our room used to be Srila Prabhupada's quarters when Srila Prabhupada, before Srila Prabhupada moved to his quarters in the Twin Tower. So when the building was coming for demolition, some Srila Prabhupada disciples arrived. I exactly don't remember their name, they were from Germany. And they were trying to locate something in that building. And they were locating some tiles which they wanted to break and take it because the building is going to be demolished. When I asked them, not me, another senior devotee, asked them, why do you want some, of course Srila Prabhupada lived there. So he told one very nice story. He said one day Srila Prabhupada was taking prasadam. And Prabhupada, when he would take prasad, he would have his menu and plus whatever was offered to deities also would go to Srila Prabhupada. So in one of the bowl there was some sweet and that had spilled out on the tile. And there were ants, red ants in a queue coming to eat that. And Prabhupada's disciple, he saw. And he started just getting the ants away. Prabhupada was eating and he said, no, leave it, they'll go. And then Prabhupada just moved the sweet bowl little aside. And the disciples saw the ants took a U-turn and went away. The ants, they took a U-turn and went away. This disciple, when he came to know this building is getting demolished, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki. So those disciples, they saw the ants, just Srila Prabhupada's move of his finger, they will go away and just move this bowl. The ants took a U-turn and they went. This disciple, he came, he was searching for that location, and those tiles where Srila Prabhupada was exactly sitting and honoring prasadam. So that's when I realized the glories of the places where Srila Prabhupada lived and performed his pastimes. And we are so fortunate in this Radha Madan Mohan temple that we actually are residing in one of those temples which Srila Prabhupada had personally lived. Even the last year's Vyas Puja offering I mentioned, the Sri Vaishnavas, they have 108 Divya Desham. And in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, in ISKCON, we have our 108 Acharya Desham, the 108 Srila Prabhupada's temple. And in one of those temples, we are the chosen ones to reside and serve. We are the chosen ones to reside and serve. That is why it is our great responsibility to keep on spreading the glories of this Madan Mohan temple. And this third phase of this Radha Madan Mohan temple is to spread the glories of Srila Prabhupada, because Srila Prabhupada said, Srila Prabhupada's disciples also confirmed it, that Bombay was his office, Mayapur was his place of worship, and Vrindavan was his home. But Hyderabad was his base in the South India, where he used to meet his disciples, plan about the preaching, plus the only Patita Pavan Jagannath deities installed by Srila Prabhupada personally resides here. Srila Prabhupada had mentioned in the last days, 50% of my mission is still left. This is farm community. In India, it is Hyderabad where Srila Prabhupada started the first farm community. So we all are belonging to this place. Hence, at the 50th anniversary, we felt Srila Prabhupada built this temple and gave us this facility. To glorify him more, we have to create more facilities, because you see right now, the temple is small. Every year the HTMC is struggling about one thing, classrooms. So create all these facilities. The third phase of Radha Madan Mohan temple is one of our goals. Our goals. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So His Grace Bharata Krishna Prabhu was introducing the coming year 2026 as the Radha Madan Mohan Temple's 50th year of opening, like a golden jubilee year. It's a very joyful occasion, and within our lifetime we are getting an opportunity to be a part of such a festival. Prabhuji was telling us, and also Sitaram Prabhu was telling about the new project that we want to do for Srila Prabhupada's pleasure by having one more building here similar to this. By Madan Mohanji's grace, it's very miraculous that how we got this chemical go down, how we got this Goshala area also, purchasing these places, and little more we are planning to purchase Krishna Valley. So there's going to be a huge place available to make the building. But one thing is very concerning, about which I wish to say a few words. You see, to any ISKCON temple, there are three types of people who visit. One type of people visit is like a tourist spot. Like in our NBCC, Pune, ISKCON temple, yearly 10 lakh people come. We recently made a survey, last few years. So many people come, take darshan, take prasad in the Govindas, sit in the park, take some selfies and go back. There are many people like that. We have no problem with them. All are Krishna's devotees, we take the dust off their feet on our head. We are very happy. Because any jiva putting his foot in the temple is not ordinary jiva. So we appreciate that. But then amongst them, there are some people who start attending the programs in the temple. They start coming for the weekly classes. They start taking Bhakti Shastri course, Bhakti Vaibhava course. They attend the IDC. They go to the point of initiation, Diksha in ISKCON. So they are not ordinary people. So then they feel very strongly identified with Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON society as their spiritual family. This is the second category of people. And these people come and offer various services in the temple. They are no more guests, they become hosts. They are not Mehman, they become Yajaman in the temple. And they identify with the temple. That's a B category, second category of people. And amongst them, some of them also take Brahman Diksha and start worshipping the deities. Some of the Matajis make garlands. Some are cooking for the bhoga for the deities. Then there are people who distribute Prabhupada books. There are people who raise funds for the temple. They take the deities as their own. Radha Madan Mohan is our life and soul. That type of people. This is second category, B category. Then there is A category, another category of people who feel such a strong sense of identification with Srila Prabhupada and his mission that they think this is my first priority. For such people, a husband and wife will say, we want our son or daughter to be devotee of Krishna first. Then they can also do studies in the school. Even if they are not so good in studies, no problem. They should be devotee first. So Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohan Dey, was like that. He brought a mridangam for Abhay. When the child was such a small kid, his hands could not reach the end of the mridangam. And his mother wanted him to study well in a school. But the father was more inclined to seeing him becoming a devotee of Srimati Radharani. And when it comes to family life, husband and wife, husband may tell the wife, okay, I will help you cut the sabji in the kitchen so that we both can go to temple and hear Srimad Bhagavatam class together. Their first priority is their spiritual life. And sometimes they are getting a bigger job, better job, fatter salary. Instead of going for a 3 BHK house, they will remain in a 2 BHK and give the extra money to Radha Madan Mohan service. Because they feel that in this world, no matter how much money you accumulate, at the time of death, we have to leave it and go. So let us find out how we can serve. Similarly, Bhadra Purnima is coming, book marathon is coming. There are people who consider it as life and soul. Prabhupada books transformed my life. So I should also reach this book to some more suffering souls. Let me go and reach out these books. So those people who strongly identify with the mission of Prabhupada like this, they are in the A category of people who you will not find them coming on Sunday. You will find them almost every day. Sometime in the morning, sometimes in the evening, sometimes in the afternoon. They sometimes take prasad in the temple. You give them a small place in the temple to sit and do their work. Somebody is teaching children, some are teaching boys, some are teaching girls, some are giving classes for the congregation. Their whole external appearance also changes. You will find dhoti, kurta, tilak with little short hair. Similarly, Mataji also wearing tilak, and she has her group of ladies. And they are so spirited in doing the work as if this is their family. Tavat ragadayastena tavat kara griham tavat mohom grinigado yavat krishnana tejanaha. In the Bhagavatam 10th canto, Brahmaji says, the Brijavasis were householders. They were milking the cows, boiling the milk, tending to the children, attending the household chores and everything. But they were Krishna Jan. Because they became Krishna Jan, for them there was no separate household activity and separate Krishna consciousness. Both got merged together. They could not do anything other than Krishna, keeping Krishna at the center. So in Madan Mohan temple, I used to come in 2005, 2006 onwards. Almost every year I have been coming to meet Vedanta Chaitanya Prabhu here, and I would stay for a day and then go back next day. I've been watching, there has been a community, 300, 400, 600, 800 people coming. And over the years, the crowd has been swelling up, which is a very good sign, very healthy sign. So many more people are coming now. You know, our general managers had sent us one video on the 1st January, almost 6 lanes ahead, the queue is extending. From there, thousands and thousands of people coming in a queue to take Darshana Madan Mohan. Goes to show how attractive Madan Mohan is. And more than 2 lakh people. Yesterday, 2 lakh people have come yesterday. So, naturally, this temple is an attractive place, there is no doubt about that. But the C category cannot be taken care unless we have B and A category people. Because eventually what will happen, lakhs of people will come and few of us will be jumping up and down, you won't be able to manage. Unless we create the B category people, as I told you, those who chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regs, get initiated, and every week come for the classes, training programs, whether it is Gita Foundation course or the Bhakti Shastri or Bhakti Vaibhav. Some of you may be saying, Prabhu, we get YouTube lectures nowadays, and we have so many other preachers available all over the world. You see, if you take it like that, that means you don't identify with Madan Mohan so much. You think, I will take care of myself. Let Madan Mohan, whoever has time, let them take care. If you feel identification with Shri Radha Madan Mohan, then you will not mind the distance. You will see that whenever you like to meet somebody, you go so far away also. You travel so far. Imagine if Microsoft is calling you for an interview to come to America and give the interview in Seattle. You will spend your own money to go to Seattle. Isn't it? So, it's not very far. You can come to Shri Radha Madan Mohan temple every Sunday. Come for the classes. The classroom should be overflooding with 99% attendance. Maybe some handful of people may not come due to genuine reasons of health issue, or they may be out of station or something. Because I was telling our Vardhakrishna Prabhu and Sitaram Prabhu, you are all very eager to make the other building so that we can have more classrooms, but what about filling up the existing building? Unless we get good amount of attendance, we won't be able to fill up the other building. So the temple leaders like Vardhakrishna Prabhu, Sitaram Prabhu, and all the general managers, they all are eager to create facility to welcome all of you, to give you a feeling of this home. This temple is not a temple, it's a home for you. First, see, a newcomer, when he comes to temple, they get attracted by the way Madan Mohan is worshipped. Then they develop a greed that in my home I want to go and have similar Radha Krishna deities and worship. So therefore, first they make their home into a temple. But after they get initiated, second initiated, they realize, not only I have to make a home into a temple, I should make my temple my home. What is the difference? See, home into a temple means you are in your home doing puja, cooking some prasad and feeding people, making home into temple. Making temple your home means frequently visiting temple, frequently taking up services in the temple, and serving on behalf of the temple. How do we distribute Prabhupada books? How do we organize Harinam Sankirtan? How do we arrange Sunday school children programs? There are many Matajis preaching to girls. Similarly, there are many men and brahmacharis preaching to boys. There are many preaching to congregation. The more you identify with the temple and do seva on behalf of the temple and for the deities, I can confidently tell you, Prabhupada will be very pleased with you. Prabhupada was not after building big temples unless those temples become educational centers, like lighthouse, which can give knowledge to the whole society. From this one temple, we have already made a plan to expand to 80 places in Hyderabad city. You all are aware. So we have already announced the name of the places. Many people raised hand that they will start a Bhakti Kutir in those places. Already a dozen Bhakti Kutirs are functional and many more are going to come. So Bhakti Kutir leaders have one complaint that even devotees in our area are not able to come for the morning program. What to do? I told them, I will put a word, but ultimately every individual devotee should take interest. If you go to the Bhakti Kutir to chant in the morning, all 16 rounds will be over for you in the morning, very easily. So these 80 places in Hyderabad, after we develop, meanwhile we also want to go to 33 districts of Telangana. So if any of you is connected to any of those districts, you can inform us and we will request you to spearhead the activities in your own district. Whichever district your parents are living or your relatives are living, In this way, our Prabhupada said he had two ambitions. One ambition is to make all Americans into Vaishnavas. And second ambition is using those American Vaishnavas transform the whole world, he said. This was Prabhupada's ambition. Now we are not like Prabhupada, we are a small dust in the particle of, in the feet, lotus feet of Prabhupada, dust particle. So our ambition is first make Hyderabad Krishna conscious. Isn't it? 100, there are 100 lakhs, 1 crore, correct, no?
Yeah, approximately. 1 crore.
1 crore plus we have in Hyderabad. And then go to 33 districts of Telangana. If we can do this, this itself will be a very great offering to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, HTMC leaders. Now I request Hanuman Vijay Prabhu, Vishnu Prasad Prabhu and some volunteers to